COVID-19's rapid spread impacted many of you out there losing your jobs as several businesses had to shut down. Employers chose to shift hiring practices. But there are many companies who are available during pandemic period and are experiencing demand for new talent. Now, abiding to the safety and the precautionary guidelines for COVID-19, online interview are the only mode of communication, and even after business resumes back to normal, many employers are going to continue with online interview, or would say online interview will replace completely in-person interview. Employers who have never used video interviews have adopted video interview as a recruiting tool. Welcome everyone to the HR Corner, to another episode of information. In this video, as an HR professional, I would like to share and guide the different aspects from an interviewer's perspective in an online interview. Change is inevitable, we all know. Now you as a job seeker, how you are going to adapt to this change, leverage the technology and use it to your advantage in an online interview. The objective of this video, by following certain prep tips in your phone or video interview, you should be able to answer the way you wanted to answer by staying confident and presentable. So without further ado, let's jump into the prep tips you need to focus in an online interview, and this would be applicable for multiple platforms: phone interview, video interview through Skype or Zoom, or any other technical platform you would be using. Now, the first step that you need to focus is testing your technology. In an online interview, this is the most important step one should check ahead of time. Ensure your internet connection is stable. Make sure your audio, your laptop or your desktop webcam, they're working properly before the interview begins. In fact, you can get into a test check by having a video chat with your known one. And while you do this, practice how do you sound, your pause in every sentence. Your pitch should not be very high or too low. And just in case you are going through the video interview for a first time, make sure you get familiarized with the basic tabs you might be using during the conversation. The mute button, unmute button, adjust the camera just in case it's required, so that you don't keep searching for the tabs during the middle of the conversation and you look stressful. Now that you're all set with your audio video setup, the next important focus area would be your background, the lighting, and which would be the spot area that would be ideal for you to take up the video interview. Choose for a neutral or a clutter-free background, and a preferred spot would be somewhere free from distraction, because that is going to portray yourself well. Adjust the lighting in the room so that your face is well lit. An ideal position would be somewhere beside a window where you get natural light and the light is falling directly on your face. So the light should be behind your camera. But just make sure when you're trying to position yourself beside a window, there should not be any outside noise which is creating disturbances for you to hear or you being heard. How much attention do you pay to dress code in a video interview? You should dress appropriately and professionally the way you would appear for an in-person interview. If your industry demands business attire, you should dress accordingly. To look good on camera, try to pick dresses with solid and pastel colors rather than going for textured, bright and patterned dresses. Another most important focus areas are non-verbal cues, which in simple terms, non-verbal communication, body language, eye contact, facial expressions, and small murmurs of agreement. Non-verbal communication is important in any conversation. But when it comes to video interview, we need to know how to apply and where to cut off, so that you get that feeling of being connected with the person who is not available in the same room. Now this is of course challenging. How do we maintain that eye contact? Avoid the instincts of looking directly at the interviewer on the screen while you are answering. Instead, by looking at the camera, as you respond, that will translate you as making an eye contact with the interviewer, as you will naturally during an in-person conversation. Now, same applies to the facial expressions. When two people are sitting in the same room, it's easy to understand that they are listening to you intently, even if their face is not moving much. But this does not reciprocate the same manner in a video interview. The interviewer might start wondering whether you're still connected. And instead of using too much of yeah, that might override your mic accidentally, and you might tend to miss some of the key information what the interviewer is trying to say. Rather, you should just nod or smile when appropriate so that the interviewer gets the right feedback or the message that you want to convey. Now, how much do you think is framing important in a video interview? While we click a pic or you shoot a video, we try to frame our lenses. The same technique is applicable in a video interview. You need to adjust your camera so that you don't look too short if the height of the camera is up or it's too low. You may require to stake up some books underneath your laptop so that you can frame your face correctly at the center of the frame. So these are few prep tips one need to focus while you're attending an online interview. I hope the information provided is helpful for you to streamline much more better in your upcoming interviews. If you like the content and the video, please do subscribe, give a big thumbs up. Thank you and see you soon in my next video.